Hi and welcome to this video. And internet marketing is very much like one of those almost impossible jigsaws of an ocean scene or a thing of baked beans or sky or whatever. You get a big picture, but it almost looks the same. All the bits look very similar, and it's complicated and confusing, and you get a few clues, and in a jigsaw, the corners, if I keep using that analogy, they give you a start and a glimmer of hope. And the other complication with the jigsaw or with internet marketing is that, much like the ocean itself, the picture is constantly moving. So how can you make sense of it all? And part of the trick, certainly with internet marketing, is not to worry too much about the whole thing making sense, because it probably doesn't. It's probably like a scene from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy where things really don't make sense. And it's definitely nothing to worry about if you don't know everything there is to know, partly because you never will. You just need to know enough to go forward without making too many costly blunders. So, will you make mistakes? Yeah, you wouldn't be human if you didn't. Will some of them cost you time or money or both? Yeah. And will it be the end of the world? Almost certainly not. It's been predicted lots of times, but it's not happened yet. And pretty much it's all part of the learning curve. You just need to know enough about what you're doing to get started. And with internet marketing, that usually means something along these lines. Know which niche you want to market to, have a domain name, some hosting and probably WordPress installed on it, then start creating some content on it and weave in some affiliate links because they're the quickest way to get money. Then keep creating some content on your own website mainly and elsewhere on places like YouTube, like I'm doing here, and occasionally monitor what's happening and adjust what you're doing if necessary, keeping in mind that internet marketing sometimes moves fast, but very often moves really slowly, and checking too often is a bit like watching paint dry and about as exciting. And the rest of the 1001 pieces of jigsaw can often happily stay in that messy pile on the table, waiting until you put them back in the box ready for your next attempt next Christmas. And exactly the same on the internet, because basically finishing into the internet marketing jigsaw is something that's not going to happen. You might get it started, and hopefully that's the case for you. Getting started, as I said earlier, is most of the battle. But it will never truly be finished because there are always new things coming along that will affect it. And some are like the proverbial butterfly flapping its wings and causing a hurricane somewhere else in the world, and others are ripples you'll barely notice. Change is always happening, and your website will always be affected by that change or those changes. New sites are always appearing. Old sites can disappear or change focus or strategy. Existing sites can do more promotion or be left to rot or maybe just stay roughly the same, and all of that's outside your control. Fads, by definition, come and go, and the way people search, even that changes. We used to type in 1 or 2 words and hope we'd get the right answer. Now it's more, or the search could even be spoken into your phone, which is often closer to a real question. So that's actually changed how search operates big time. But that's a completely different topic. And keeping on top of those changes is something that's best left to the experts. Let them pore over the data, let them try and make sense of it, even if they don't. And hopefully they'll give you the executive summary that's still probably way too long to read right the way through. So keep to the basics, because the basics don't really change. People might try and tell you they do, but they don't. Written content, well written, really well written preferably, and in your own voice, not the voice of someone anonymous from somewhere across the globe that you've paid a few dollars to, your voice. And written content created regularly. Video content, which could be like this, which is my written content transformed into a slideshow and read out loud. Or it could be something fancier, but this works. Maybe forums or Facebook or Twitter or Google Plus or LinkedIn, and that depends on your market and your time availability and your self-discipline. If you can just hop in and out of those sites, post something and then almost instantly get back to other things, that's good. If you get drawn in and suddenly an hour or 2 or more has vanished, that's bad and you probably shouldn't be doing it. But remember all the time that you're dealing with real people. And do that with your internet marketing. You've cracked the 80-20 rule, which is Pareto's principle. You'll be spending upwards of 80% of your time on the 20%, or more likely 2%, that actually counts. That doesn't read quite right really, but 80% on the stuff that really counts, because probably, yeah, actually that does right. 2% give or take of what you do is probably 80% of your reward. So yeah, if you'd like help with that, even though it sounds a bit confusing, take a look at the link below this video and give me a shout. Thanks very much for watching.